Hey gang, it's Tuesday. This is a really fun training session today. Seems long, but the pieces are actually really short and they all fit together pretty well. So uh, I am excited to hear how this one goes, but this is probably for me, this would be like my most favorite training session of the year. So here's the idea. We're working kind of a Macho Man-esque front end, but just a 10-minute EMOM. We're not going forever, just a 10 minutes. Because next week we're pushing the capacity, not the endurance. We're pushing the 3 power clean, 3 front squat, 3 push press. How heavy can you do on that? That's a really great predictor. So is Macho Man, right? 3 power clean, 3 front squat, 3 push jerk or shoulder overhead. But it's for how many rounds you can do. We know going RX is really hard to get 10 rounds. That's RX for performance. 135, 95, 90 is really hard to do. Excuse me. And especially the real RX 185, 125, very, very challenging to get any rounds, let alone 10 rounds in that, right? Is super, super tough there. So what we're doing is it's going to be with a 20-minute clock. They're going to build up on their abilities first, take them through this stuff of strength, speed, endurance, how loading should be about 50 to 70% of max on here, etc. And still sub-maximal. It's going to be good for high time under tension, good for body comp, relatively low skill versus 1-rep snatch is a lot higher skill, less body comp output from it, and good transition to capacity. So that said, they're going to do 10 minutes. Their goal is to complete all 10 rounds, but you can push them to go a little heavier here if you want, if the open's important to them. If it's not, and I'm going to give a lot of caveats on that coming up because that's the dividing line for a lot of people right now. Should they try and do it? Should they just participate? And that's either way we have them covered, right? So that's going to be it. If they miss a round, they rest the next one. Let's say they only get 2 jerks. Rest the next round and then pick up on, say they missed the 7th, now pick up on the 8th. So out of 10 rounds, their score will be I completed 8 rounds or 6 rounds. So it helps you push them a little harder, knowing that you don't just do 1 round and sit. You get back on, or you can lower the weight too. That's fine. Then you're going to rest 2 minutes. Did all those front squats, moderate load. 1 set every 2 minutes now, you're going to do a set of 2 front squats. So boom, boom, rack it, next set of 2, boom, boom. By then you should be up to a fairly tough double. Legs are probably a little fatigued, and now you have to push through climbing sets. So let's say you were at 135. Now you go to 165. Now you go to 185, 205, now you're at 225 for a double. That's a fairly decent front squat for someone in performance. Right, they're probably doing sport or higher in performance, or they were heavier than 135, if not. So that's the jam there. For sport, it's also 1 1/4 front squats. Just help them get out of the bottom, because that load can be so great for them they can't get out of the hole. Okay, we do that, and now the next part is going to be we're transitioning to training block B. We're going to rest as needed. This just takes 4 minutes, right? So if you have a lot of rowers, you get a lot more rest, or you can do it in waves, or you can do it with air bike. And then some people on the rower. But it's meant to be a rower test. It's 4 sets, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, and you rest on the rower. Okay, and the idea is you go all out the first one. Let's say your score is 170 meters. Use the C2 system so you get the exact score. Rest 30 seconds, then you get 165, 161, 152. Right, so we would say this person has good power output, low aerobic endurance, right? Or some people get 155, 154, 154, 153, right? Good endurance, low power output. Right now we're looking for pretty good power output, just under max, but better enduring, right? Building up to the 1K retest. And the open, we want a little more endurance backbone than super high front end, and then the last 30 seconds of that 1K is like a sad, sad show. So that's the idea on that. It's why it gives us most of our time to work on the training block A, which is the biggest piece today, and then a short, hard tester, and next week we do our 1K row, and we are golden. And then tomorrow we have open gone bad.